Hey guys, Mick from Kromheim here. Today we're going to have a look at how to play The Landing. It's a very simple tune. In fact, it was our first single from our first LP, Journey to Divinity. And it's not a fast tune, it's not particularly complicated, but there's still a few things that one has to pay attention to. Just some housekeeping: the tune is in D standard, so one full step below E standard. And the tempo for the song is 115 BPM, and it's in a triplet feel. Alright, let's dive into the riffs. Cool, alright, let's have a look at the first lick, which is the intro to The Landing. It's a simple lick with a open D string in the back. Nothing complicated, but because the song is in 115 BPM and it's a triplet feel, it's very easy to speed up that melody, so that's something that you have to be aware of. But it goes something like this. Alright, the second riff, which is the verse, is a very simple riff in D minor. Again, bear in mind we're tuned to D standard, and it just utilizes open palm mutes on the low string and the melody on the fifth string. Again, it's all in a triplet feel. That riff is also harmonized on the second guitar, which you can find the melody for that in the tab, but it has the same feel. The next part is the interlude, let's call it, which it has a triplet feel, but it also has faster triplets in the interweaved as well. So that's something that's important to get down to get the right feel for it. And the triplets in general is something that guitarists in thrash metal understand very well. It makes your riffs a bit more complex and a bit more metal sometimes as well. People in gent understand that as well. In melodic death metal, it's quite often overlooked. But if you listen to, for example, the new build by Dark Tranquillity, you can hear in the verse the triplets there, and it just makes the riff so much juicier. Anyways, let's jump to the riff. So you could hear the triplets in there, the faster triplets. One tip, I use a Dunlop 1.5mm with a pointy end, which makes it much easier for me to play the triplets, and I think you can hear them better as well because of that pointy tip. So when you record, they just get that slight oomph to them. Alright, the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus has got a simple melody in D minor in it. The string, the fifth string, is muted here in this lick, and the melodies on the fourth string is unmuted, so that's something to bear in mind. It goes something like this. Alright, now we've got the chorus, and the chorus has got this really cool melody that is in D harmonic minor, which means that the seventh is raised. So usually you would go from a C to D in D minor, whereas in the harmonic minor scale you will raise the seventh by a half step, and it's going to sound like this. So this is a scale that's utilized by classical composers and Yngwie as well all the time, and children of Bodom. So usually they would play something like this. However, in this context, it's used slightly differently. But yeah, the main chorus riff goes something like this. So you could see that this is the D note, and that's the C sharp. I'd also like to mention the chords underneath the chorus. Again, it's your standard chords in metal in general are usually your power chords, right? So that's the root and the fifth, right? And if you look at any other genre outside of metal and rock to some extent, usually the chords will be fuller. So they will have the third or the seventh or both in them, or there will be some completely different chords. But the point being is it's usually more than 2 notes in the chords, right? So that's a power chord, and that's a full D minor chord. But I did third. In this chorus itself, I'm actually utilizing the full chords just to make it harmonically a bit more full, if you like. So it goes something like this. Those thirds in those chords. This actually leads us nicely into the bridge section, which utilizes the same chords, which got the thirds in them. Yeah. So in the bridge you've got. Alright guys, that was a quick tutorial for the landing, hope you enjoyed it. I tried to explain my thinking behind some of those riffs and licks as well, so you get a bit more of a understanding what my thought process was, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Cheers guys.